It's a draft. Yeah. All my friends pulled up for good vibes. We know that the goodbyes could mean go to some.
Katie fam, what it do? Looky. Snow, the first snow of 2022. It is the third day of 2022. Now, y'all already know how I feel about it, right? This is as far as I'm gonna go. The camera. Huh?
Recording.
Hi, Anthony.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
All right, yeah.
I'm good. Let me see what we're working with. What it do, KD fam? Welcome back. What? It's a mess out there. Huh?
Like back then.
It's a mess. I'm about to cancel my appointment for tomorrow, y'all. I'm about to cancel my appointment because I'm not being bothered with that mess. It's supposed to go to 4 o'clock. And then, they saying tomorrow it's going to be icy. I'm telling babe, they going to be off tomorrow. He ain't going to have to go in tomorrow. Oh, y'all, good morning. It is, like I said, January the 3rd, Monday morning. And, baby's in the kitchen early. What is it? 9:26 a.m.
Yeah, 24 hours, right?
I don't know, but let me see what was, y'all. Walking in a winter wonderland. I ain't messing with that mess. What you say? What you say? I know. I'm about to call this office. I don't think they open till 10. You know, but I'm going to leave my message. Yeah, y'all, I think I'm going to have to call this office and reschedule my appointment. Because it's going to be a mess in the morning. And if y'all don't know, Dante and I have one vehicle that we share. And I will have to take him to work in the morning and then pick him up once he get off. And I ain't trying to do all that. I mean, if it wasn't snow out there, then it'd be no problem. But, I ain't doing that tomorrow. So I'm going to call and cancel.
Number from Miss Keisha Napper. You have an appointment with us on Tuesday the 4th at 11:30. Unfortunately, due to a possible COVID exposure, the office will be closed all week, and we will reopen the following week. I will try to give you a call back so we can get you rescheduled, or you can call this number.
Message saved.
Guys, I don't even have to call. They didn't call and canceled on you, girl. But y'all heard that? Due to a possible COVID exposure. Say something. It's all good because I wasn't trying to go in there tomorrow anyway. So mind your business, Mike. I wasn't trying to go in there anyway, and I don't know if y'all heard earlier when Tay was like, you supposed to call within 24 hours because, you know, a lot of places, if you cancel, they charge you. So, but that was right on time. I don't even have to call them. So, like he said, he's going to call to try to reschedule. I wasn't going out. It wasn't no 1 and 2. I wasn't going. I was not going there. What is this talking about? Yeah, I was not going, y'all. And Dante not going to work tomorrow either. What you mean? He texted you? Yeah. What he say?
You think the Toyota will make it?
He ready to come home.
I ain't sure.
Yes, it's getting treacherous out there, y'all. And it's supposed to come down until 4 p.m. So, but yeah, I'm out of that, y'all. And I think I had, let me see, my appointment with my doctor that I'm about to fire.
We ain't talking about him no more.
No, but I'm just saying, because my appointment with him, I was trying to see, yeah, my appointment with him is supposed to be next week on Friday the 14th. But I'm going to have to call and cancel with him. But to be honest, I did want to see what this other doctor was talking about tomorrow to see if I wanted to cancel with him. But let me just tell y'all real quick why I wanted to fire him, why I'm thinking about firing him. Okay, so I told y'all that when I saw him, he told me that I had endometriosis. Okay, so he said that according to the pathology report from when I had my hysterectomy, right? So, and I specifically asked him, I said, so I can have it even after I have a hysterectomy. I think I told y'all that. Anyway, so, and my mom was in the room with me and everything. Y'all, right when I had my follow-up appointment, and he was giving me the results of my pelvic ultrasound, which was fine, by the way, except I just had a cyst on, well, I have a cyst on my left ovary, but it's been there since, who knows? It's been there. Well, my CT scan that I had prior to my recent one, which was 2018, it was seen then. But anyway, y'all, so I said, okay, well, what about the endometriosis? So he was like, well, we don't know if you have endometriosis. And I was like, excuse me? Now, let me back up for a minute, because there's multiple reasons why I think I'm about to fire him, y'all. First of all, I waited in the room for about an hour before he came in there, okay? Then, what you got? What's that? Ooh. Did you taste it?
Nope. Here you go.
No, what? I'm not going to. It's hot.
Oh, yeah.
It's good. What kind of sauce on it? You know I can't be eating this.
A little bit.
Huh? What flavor is this? Some Asian seasoning?
Yeah.
Ooh, hot. Hot. Wait a minute. I taste a little something.
Just a little something.
Maybe I didn't get one, which was good. But anyway, sorry y'all. So number one, I waited almost an hour. I hope I don't have no broccoli in my tea. I waited almost an hour for him to come in the room. When he came in the room, y'all, now this is my second time seeing him. He's the type of doctor that likes to demonstrate, like drawing out stuff. I'm actually drawing pictures, your uterus and all this and stuff, and explaining this and all this stuff or whatever, which was cool my first visit. But this is why his appointments take so long. You know, why he's so long with one patient, right? So already pissed because he was I was waiting in that room almost an hour before he came in there, right? And then y'all remember I had got a mammogram too. So he goes over the mammogram first, but he goes with explaining there are different stages of the tissue in the breast. So he was like, well, stage 1 is this, stage 2 is this, stage 3, 4, I think it went to stage 4, maybe 5. So he was like, well, stage 3, I think he was like stage 3 is like we saw something, but we're not really concerned about it. Stage 4, we see something, and we might need to take another look. So I'm like, I know this man ain't about to tell me they done found something in my breast, right? Because he like explaining all these stages and stuff, right? So I'm like, okay, now, hold up. So then he gonna turn the laptop around and be like, well, what stage are you? And I look on the thing and it says stage 1 negative or something over there. And I was like, 1. I was so heated, right? So he gonna say, oh yeah, and gonna do like a high five. So I gave him a high five. And I'm like, okay, he getting on my nerves, right? He getting on my nerves. So then we get to the ultrasound. And I told y'all what he said about the ultrasound. And then so I said, okay, well, what about the endometriosis? And he said, well, we don't know if you have endometriosis. I said, but that's not what you said my first visit with you. So he was like, well, I don't know. I can't remember all that was said, but he was basically saying he don't know where the confusion come in. And I was like, now listen. Now, I said, I know that I'm new to you. I know that you have many patients. But I said, that's exactly what you told me in my last visit. And he said, well, no, I said, let me refresh your memory. I said, I showed you my pathology report from when I had my hysterectomy, and you said it clearly states here that you have endometriosis. He said, no, what I was saying was, it states that prior to you having a hysterectomy. I said, no. I said, no, because I asked you, how can I have that if I had a hysterectomy? And you said it can be in your bowel, your bladder, your ovaries, your pelvic area. It could be anywhere, you know. So he was like, well, I know what I was trying to say. I said, look, we ain't got to talk about it no more. We ain't got to talk about it no more. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't want to have endometriosis. I didn't think anything of it until I went to see him. He's the one who said it. So when I called my mom, I said, Mom, please tell me, what did this man say to me because my mother was in there the entire time, and she said exactly what I knew he said. So I'm like, okay. And see, the one thing I can't deal with is someone to lie on me or to make me out to be a liar. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, Shawty, you need to come in here with your notes or something, because you're not going to sit here and we're not going to sit here and debate about what I know that you told me, you know? So anyway, yeah. So he was like, and then he was contradicting himself, because he was like, you know, have you had surgery since the hysterectomy? I was like, no. He was like, well, that's the only way we will know that you have endometriosis. But then he gets to talking about, well, I know that you don't have it on your ovaries due to the pelvic ultrasound that I just had. I said, but you just said to me, the only way we will know is if I have surgery, that you can't know that through imaging, which the pelvic ultrasound is an image, you know, doing imaging. So then he goes to say, well, hold on, let me explain. Now, if it's on a large organ, then we can see it through the pelvic ultrasound. And I'm like, I didn't think about it until after I got home. And so I said, well, isn't the dang on uterus and cervix and all that a large organ? So I was like, I'm sorry, I don't mean to say homie. But I'm just like, okay, he got me twisted. Like I told y'all, he got me twisted, right? So I was like, nah, that's all right. What you say? Yeah, I was so heated, y'all. I was so heated because I cannot stand that. For somebody to tell me something and try to tell me that they didn't tell me. Oh, that's one of my pet peeves that irks my nerves. It irks me. And I know he was like, oh my God, because the riggedy rawness of Keisha came out. Thank you, baby. Yes. Because I was like, but I had a mask up here, so it only, y'all know I talk with my eyes, right? So I thought he was like, oh my God. I was like, we don't even have to talk about it no more. I said, we ain't got to talk about it no more. Just come on with what you got to say. Come on with what you talking about, because I was so heated, y'all. And like I said, it started off because I was in there waiting for so long for him. So I was already on edge. And then you come up with that. And then so he said, well, I was telling him that my pelvic pain seems to get worse when I have a bowel movement. TMI, but this is life. And so he was like, well, that's why you need to go to get a colonoscopy. And I said, well, I'm getting my colonoscopy on the 22nd. And he said that if the endometriosis is in my bladder, my bowel, or on my bowel or whatever, the colonoscopy should pick that up. So I said, okay, cool. So he said, but there are 3 options that you can do. Y'all, this is my couch, y'all. Got y'all on the table. But he was like 3 options. I can put you on the medication that can mess with your hormones. You can do pelvic floor therapy, which I did before, y'all. I told him you can forget that. And then he said we can do the surgery where they go on your navel with a camera and look inside and see if they see any endometriosis tissue. And I should have told him, let's just go ahead and do option number 3. But I told him, I don't want to get on no medicine just because, I only want to get on it if we know that I have it, And I told him I'm definitely not doing the therapy. So, and I was just like, I was just too through with him. I was just like, I'm up out of here. And then oh, God. Then y'all remember that big stack of medical records that he had me go get? Oh, I ain't even looking. Am I looking at the camera? I'm sorry. I done got hyped. But that big stack of papers that he had me go get, y'all. Do y'all know he didn't even ask me about it? It was sitting on the table. I said, oh, and here is, because I was like, and here is the medical records that you asked me for. And he was like, oh, it's the, because he had asked me, do I have the pathology report with my hysterectomy with me? And I said, no. I said, y'all didn't get a copy of it? So he was like, no, we didn't scan that. I'm like, yeah, nah. So then ain't even asked me for the medical records, y'all, that we set almost an hour for that lady to print those records out. The hospital that I was in had closed down, so we had to go to a whole nother location further than the hospital to get the paperwork, and he wasn't even gonna ask me for the papers. I was so heated. So now that I'm talking about that all over again, I'm not going to see him. I'm done. I'm done with him for sure. I am so done with him. So I'm gonna call and cancel my appointment with him, and just hopefully when these people call me back, because I'm not for the shenanigans. I went through years of suffering, going from doctor to doctor, trying to figure out, and then so after my appointment with him, I think even after I had my colonoscopy, I did more research, and so I had looked at, I think it was endometriosis foundation or something like that or whatever. And it discussed endometriosis of the bowel. And it said that a colonoscopy does not always pick it up. It said it had to be a certain thickness and all this stuff in order for a colonoscopy to pick it up. But it said you need to find you an endometriosis specialist, because GYNs do not specialize in the endometriosis when it's in your bowel. And again, I don't know if I have this, you guys. I don't know. I didn't think anything of this until this doctor said it to me, y'all. Nothing of it, okay? But when I research it, the symptoms that I have do, does go with, endometriosis of the bowel. And because I had the other one, the adenomyosis, I don't see, I don't know, y'all. But anyway, So I researched, and the lady that I was supposed to see tomorrow is supposed to be a specialist. So, so we'll see. But yeah, I just wanted to tell y'all why homeboy he had me straight twisted, and I know he was like, oh my gosh. I was like, Tay said he was like, don't hurt me. No, because I couldn't. Oh, that pissed me off. I hurry up and called my mother when I got, because I got him from my mother. Now, my mother went to him once. He said, okay, we need to do this. He found out what was wrong with her. He took care of her, and it was all good. And I was like, okay, let me go on and holler at him. Like I said, the first visit was fine. We didn't have to wait that long. And like I said, he just drags it out. You know, I guess he calls himself being informative, but he needs to be writing down notes. So when he come and approach his patient, that he remember what he said and what was said, what was discussed, and all of the above, because he had me messed up. I was so mad. I was so mad. So, but anyway, and I also was mad because, like I said, I'm just, you know, afraid because I'm starting to have very similar symptoms that I had that had me in so much pain, y'all, before I had my hysterectomy. And I'm just afraid I don't want to wait months to a year or years to get it under, you know, to find out what's going on and get me treated, because I suffered like hell. I'm telling y'all, I suffered so bad, and I just don't want it to happen again. So I need them to be on their P's and Q's. What's wrong, babe? Yeah, but that's my horror story. That's my horror story. And to be honest, I was like, okay, should I just give him another chance? But after repeating all that to you guys, look, Tay over there like, not at all. He like, no, cause he know. Like when I suffer, he suffer. Like he has to endure and deal with, you know, me, you know, just being in pain and you know, crying, upset, you know, depressed. But I'm not gonna be depressed. This I told y'all, I'm not gonna let it get to me like it did before. But you know, he has to deal with it. So he's like, no, we don't have time to be wasted with no foolishness. So anyway, y'all, shenanigans as always. But yeah, they canceled on your girl, which was good. Right on time. That was right on time. Right on time. But anywho, I'm about to get up off of here. I'm sorry, I'm just looking at my messages. All right, y'all, I'ma holla. Guys, look at this. I was just sitting on the couch and I heard this noise. I'm like, what the world is that noise? This junk just came down. Oh my God. And it hit that wire. Lord, y'all. When I tell y'all shenanigans, this is not funny. Oh my Lord. Y'all, we gonna have to cut this part of this tree down. Lord have mercy. We should have let that man cut this tree.
Ask me how I do it, I just stick to the plan.